Now your forecast first.
Sponsored by ESL Federal Credit Union.
Beautiful blue skies. If only we could add 30 degrees to those temperatures. Right now 31, gusts to 28. It's been a breezy, cold day. Feels like the teens. The cold air remains through Monday, but otherwise pretty quiet work week. I'll take the sun. More sunglasses worthy weather. When we could see precipitation, a mix, rain, snow possible in the work week. I'll break it down for you coming up.
Also ahead, a teen is charged after a man is set on fire in Rochester. Details about this horrific crime next, but first, the family of the man shot and killed by Rochester police speak out today.
Live from the WROC studios, this is breaking news from News 8.
Good evening, everyone. The family of Tyshawn Jones, the man shot by Rochester police last week, are calling his death senseless and preventable. Jones' mother, father, and relatives gathered on the steps of Spiritus Christi Church today, demanding change within the RPD. Among them, Reverend Myra Brown, who says police made it impossible for him to get help.
Instead of seeing his humanity, formulating a plan of safety for him, which they could have done, so that he, like so many white children in this community who struggle with mental illness, could go home, could get treatment, with 3 bullets to his chest, 2 to his stomach. His struggle became a death sentence, and it never should have been.
And this is body-worn camera footage of the encounter provided by the police department. Police say Jones was using a knife to cut himself and then lunged at police with the weapon before being shot. He died later at the hospital. Jack Watson was at the press conference today and joined us now live. Jack, we also heard from Jones' mother and brother. Obviously, they are very upset. What did they have to say?
That's right, Maureen. In an emotional press conference here at Spiritus Christi Church in Rochester, those family members demanding change. The family remembering Jones here at the church, joined by Reverend Myra Brown. Reverend Brown says Jones's death is the product of a severely broken system and that Jones was going through a mental health crisis. Jones's family members say he was a kind young man who would be going through emotional trauma with the death of a close family member.
My son was struggling with the loss of matriarchs of his family. He was struggling. He was crying out for pain. He was crying out. And he will never, ever walk through my door again.
My younger brother was a loving brother. He was a spiritual brother, and he was the foundation of my success and my foundation for my religion.
Maureen, at the press conference, Reverend Brown saying the police system failed Jones and continues to fail black and brown people, and they want to bring about serious change in the way these calls are handled. Live in Rochester, Jack Watson, News 8.
All right, Jack, thank you. And a reminder, we will have much more on this coming up on News 8 over on Channel 8 at 11. Meantime, religious leaders are calling on funding for new policing and public safety measures. The details were outlined in a proposal submitted to the city. The Reverend Brown plans to share their suggestions with the public over the next few days. More breaking news tonight. A 16-year-old boy is under arrest for a horrific crime. Police say he deliberately set a man on fire. This was the scene Friday on Lyle Avenue near Murray Street in Rochester. Police say the teen intentionally lit the 53-year-old victim on fire after the man was sprayed with an ignitable liquid. At the time, police say the victim was sitting in a chair in his apartment. He suffered severe burns over 70% of his body and is now fighting for his life in the URMC burn trauma unit. The teen was charged as a minor and is being held in the Monroe County Children's Center tonight. Now for our continuing coverage of COVID-19, New York State is reporting under 6,000 new COVID cases now. 62 people have reported died from the virus over the past 24 hours, and some 5,000 people are hospitalized statewide. The state's positivity rate is now under 3%. There could be more economic relief for restaurants, which have been hard hit by the pandemic. The new federal economic relief package provides $28.6 billion for restaurants, food trucks, and bars across the U.S. Unlike the Paycheck Protection Program from last year, this fund is a grant, not a loan. Kanos Restaurant in Rochester was forced to close twice. The owner says economic relief would be great if it helps businesses like his be made whole again.
That's the funds you can't get back. And it could have been profit, it could be paying off rent, it could be paying our G&E employees. That's where the relief would probably help if you don't have to pay it back, because we have backup, we have proof that we lost this. You don't get proof of potential business, but exactly what we've lost. So, and we're hoping that if it's something that you don't have to jump through hoops for, then I'm all for it.
Funding will be available to restaurants with 20 or fewer locations. It provides up to $5 million per restaurant and $10 million for a restaurant group. New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand says more money is needed for the state's supplemental nutrition program. Gillibrand says allowances for families using SNAP or WIC benefits have not been raised since 2014. The pandemic, she says, has made it necessary to reevaluate and offer more money for things like fresh fruits and vegetables. Gillibrand said today, because of the rising cost of food and the increase in need, there's no better time than now.
But existing program offerings are no longer meeting the needs of families because of the pandemic. The average participant receives just $38 per month for food. We need to permanently raise the value of the food packages so families can afford to buy not just more food, but healthier food.
The WIC program was started in 1974. Some people are unhappy with their banks over delays in COVID relief payments. Some accounts received their $1,400 checks this weekend, but banks like Wells Fargo and Chase say their customers will have to wait until the 17th. Wells Fargo said on Twitter the delay is due to processing times. A special fundraiser today for COVID patients at Unity Hospital. The Primetime Brass and 6 Feet Apart Party Band live streamed a concert to help buy iPads for people unable to see their families in person due to the pandemic. Some in-person seats were available for this concert as well, as you can see. Socially distanced, of course. The concert wrapped up this afternoon, but you can still donate. Just visit primetimebrass.com to find out how. Well, this is Pi Day, a day in which mathematicians and bakers find common ground. Technically, Pi Day is in celebration of the digits 3.14, but we get away with honoring our favorite desserts and even pizza pies today as well. That's according to the person who wrote this story. We have all had it cold, snow, wind. We've just had it with that after that taste of spring earlier in the week. But you know, Rochester always looks pretty at any weather. And on that note, let's send it over to James Gilbert. James, nothing says Rochester like this mix today. What's next?
Maureen, I think we've got a beautiful stretch really coming up over the next week or so. Look at this. I just saw this 80 degrees. That was the record set back in 1990. We're starting to see those records get higher and higher as we get further in the year. We were close to average today, right around 40 for most. 39 degrees, not only the high temperature, but the peak wind gust that we had. It's been a breezy past couple of days. We'll watch that wind calm down as we get into tomorrow, but otherwise a quiet work week. I've got greens for you all week long. Tomorrow, sunshine. Tuesday, a light mix, maybe a slight glaze to our south across the Finger Lakes as a storm system weakens as it works into the area. Wednesday looking pretty decent. Nice day there. And then we turn a little bit colder as we get into a Thursday, but otherwise I think looking pretty good. Bus stop forecast, sunglasses worthy for the kids as we start off cold. Winter jacket too. In the teens, wind chill single digits. Still in the 20s for the afternoon, but otherwise a beautiful day. Futurecast high pressure that keeps us dry through Monday. Behind me, a storm system tries to bring us a little bit of a rain-snow mix, but it's weakening, as I mentioned earlier. And so the chance that we see light precipitation is actually pretty low. Maybe a couple of snowflakes, some wet snow, possible by lunchtime Tuesday, but that moves out. Wednesday, quiet. That's St. Patrick's Day. Mostly cloudy, but temperatures warm. It'll be more comfortable, mid to upper 40s. A large storm system on Thursday that we initially thought yesterday could have some impact on us, bring some rain and snow. But guess what? Forecast models are trending southward really over the past 24 hours. It's really looking like this low stays in the mid-Atlantic. A soaker for them, maybe some problems for D.C., but for us, it should be just to our south. Miss us, maybe some precipitation along the southern tier, some rain, snow there. But for us, likely we get mist. After that, quiet as we get into Saturday and Sunday. This is a great forecast here, great forecast tool, I'll say. A future rainfall, this is really any type of precipitation, rain, snow mix, it accounts for it all. And the number across all of the Northeast is very low, 0.05 of an inch of anything, precipitation in Rochester through next Sunday. That really indicates just no real impactful weather for us across the region for much of the work week. News 8 8-day forecast. Spring is around the corner. It begins on Saturday, and you really see with these temperatures just not much budging in terms of big blasts of cold air that we can see in March. So many surprises can come this month, but I really just don't see much at all to finish off the season.
All right, you know, a lot of us think that spring can't come soon enough.
Yes, and some are hoping for more snow. So I really try to stay non-biased, I guess, right? Yeah, is the right term here?
You're in the middle, my friend. Thank you, James. And thank you for joining us, everyone. We'll see you right back here for News 8 at 11 over on News 8. So we hope you join us then. Have a good evening.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and our apps for both news and weather.